I just want to say, like, if you're a listener right now and I'm banging through this stuff, it's because I've been thinking about it all week and I wanted to get it out and didn't send it to these guys at all because I didn't want to hear any of their stuff before we got on. I wanted this to be raw and fresh. So, and then I have a big surprise at the end of this episode.
In a world where truth lies between shadows and light, where anchors hold you down and eagles dare to rise above, we dive into the untold stories that shape us all. Sit tight, listen close. This is Anchors and Eagles with your hosts, Adam Facenda and Geronimo Gomez. The views and discussions in this podcast are for entertainment purposes only.
Welcome back to another episode of Anchors and Eagles, guys. I'm Adam Facenda.
I'm Geronimo Gomez.
And I'm Jolie Lindholm.
And Jolie still has no face. It's the greatest AI we've ever had. Maybe one day we can figure out a way to put like some sort of emoji or something up there for you. This should be episode 35 that you guys are listening to. And we're going to take you on a little bit of a journey and talk about some topics. I don't think we're going to talk much on the war because you know what? War is war. You know what I mean? It doesn't get exciting.
War is war, and gas prices are going up.
Yep.
Going up.
And sometimes they go down. Sometimes they go up. If anything, we should be day traders because you could just, watch Truth Social and be able to predict the market. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
How was your week, guys?
It was good. Busy.
Yeah, it was good.
Busy. We decided one day to rearrange our whole house.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we moved everything. It was crazy. It's still messy, but it's work in progress. But that was something that we just like, you know what? Why don't we try this? And,
was that the middle of the night kind of, let's try this?
No. It was actually early morning thing, like way early in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
It was early morning thing, and we were like, yeah, screw it. Why not?
Why not?
So,
well, that's cool. There's also some new and exciting news from you guys. You want to talk about the new platform that you put out there with your streaming?
Yeah, I started streaming. I'm a big gamer. I love video games. Jolie and I are super nerdy, and so I started a channel along with her called Darkest Visions Official on YouTube and Twitch, and we play video games. And people watch, and we chat, and we hang out. And so that's what we're doing. We just started, and plan to grow it a bit. So
that's awesome.
It's fun.
So have you been playing this game long?
Yeah, we've been playing a while. It's a super fun game, man. It's just it's brutal. Like, you would love it. I would love for you to get in a video game. You should get in the game. Dude. You should get in a game.
I don't have enough going on. I might as well, right? So I started this eBay store and actually started making sales. So I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm pretty much going to sell all my stuff. I'm going to liquidate down to about a backpack worth of stuff. And then me and the dogs are going on a trip, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, I'm tattooing and a million other things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So while I'm not paying attention to everything going on in the world and trying to figure out why we're in this world at the same time,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Basic Anchors and Eagles kind of day,
You're playing the video game of life.
Yeah.
The game of life.
Yes. But there's no respawning unless you're really, really lucky.
Yeah.
Really lucky.
Unless you're a chosen.
A chosen. A chosen. I like how you said that earlier.
Yeah. A chosen.
So I've been kind of stuck on a lot of events that are going on and how time travel would be amazing. And I want to believe. So not only do we start the swag, and if you're listening, if you want some swag, you can DM us on Instagram and make pre-orders right now. We haven't released it on a website yet because we don't have a website yet, but we're working on that as well. But we have some pretty interesting shirts, and I want to start with this Jesse Michels video. If you can cue that up, Jolie.
Okay.
You guys watch American Alchemy, right?
American Alchemy. That sounds familiar. Maybe I have. I'm not. Is that
he's really he's on top of. He was that other guy I was talking about last week. We were talking about darn it. Why do I want to call him Barry? His name's not Barry. We talked about him all last week. His name's not Barry. It's Bob Lazar.
Oh, okay,
Bob,
okay.
Okay.
You know what? I do know I do know.
You
It's
know
a YouTube
Jesse,
channel,
right? I love his content, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
If I could just reshare all of his stuff, but then I'm sure I get flagged for something. But he is his content creating is amazing, and the topics that he brings up. He just had another interview the other day with pretty much the godfather of ESP and remote viewing, technically. He just had that interview yesterday, and I got into it, and I was just like,
what's the
I
guy's
couldn't
name?
close my eyes through the whole thing. But this isn't a part of that. Jolie, whenever you have it, can you just let us know?
I do, yep.
Let's cue that up. Cue it up. Cue it up.
Okay, ready?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Humans from the future who figured out time travel and are coming back to visit us.
If you think about how we're actually evolving as a species, their eyes are sort of slits. You're going to, have more screen time going forward.
Senses essential for hunter-gathering like smell and hearing matter less than ever. And the gray aliens have very small noses and ears. There's even an evolutionary concept called neoteny, where a species' distant descendants look like its current children. And gray aliens are constantly described as childlike.
They were about the size of the kids. They were about 3 feet.
What's more, the list of credentialed UFO researchers that believe the time travel hypothesis is endless. Navy Commander George Hoover, who held the top secret clearance for most of his life, admitted that the beings in the Roswell crash were just time traveling humans.
Weird.
I don't know why I'm going down this track right now, but after watching that girl that I thought was the wrong person, the wrong scientist that was unalived, she talked about aliens being on. There's two types of aliens. Was the B-52s and the B-47s or whatever, and so I was like, man, like when I was a kid in high school, I had a science teacher that talked about aliens back then, and he's like, well, you got to think about evolution. If you didn't have environment and stuff like that, you wouldn't need hair, so you'd lose your hair, right? And he went down through all of these scenarios, which at the end of the discussion, high school freshman year, about probably the only time I was awake through any of his classes, he described aliens, and I was like, wow. So hearing this, I'm like, man, that's I feel like that's like kind of. Maybe it's true. Who knows? Maybe there is time travel. So that's why I wanted to bring this up today. What are your thoughts on time travel?
I don't know. I mean, stuff like the Mandela Effect and things like that kind of trip me out a little bit. It's kind of weird because there are like memories that I have that. Wait, hold on. That's not what that's not what I remember. So it's like. What's really going on at CERN? I don't know. Like it's weird.
It is.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about. There's some weird stuff going on though.
Yeah,
somebody's messing with the timeline. Someone's messing with the timeline somehow.
I feel like 2012. It might have been the moment that I got messed up. You know what I mean? That whole Mayan calendar thing. I don't know. Who knows? But it's been definitely on my mind for a while, and I just started seeing some weird things, Yeah.
Did you ever hear? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just got excited about something. Did you ever hear? There was a story a long time ago. There's I don't know what it is. It's like I forget where I read it, but it was in a book. For when the Declaration of Independence was being signed, right? All these guys were like in a room, right, trying to figure out: are we actually going to sign this piece of paper? Are we actually, because if we sign this paper, it's a death sentence, like we're screwed. So are we going to do this? So there's a story of the mysterious man in that room that basically convinced everybody to sign that paper. Really? And then he left and nobody knew who he was. Nobody remembered. We were like, wait, who was that guy? And he disappeared, So
time traveler.
That's what I'm saying. It's like there's these little things that were like, wait, this has to be done. You have to do it. This is part of whole thing, you know?
Wow.
So I just brought up that thing that I read a long time ago. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about Chris Bledsoe, I think, a little bit last week.
Bledsoe, yeah.
Bledsoe, yeah. And our thing between you and I is like, what happened in Easter? Right?
I don't know.
Right.
Something is weird with that dude. I don't know.
Right. Just so the audience understands, can you drop the next video up so they understand? Because I think we talk about him, but some people have no clue who he is.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Ready to go off.
I should not have had
Okay,
so much
here we go.
coffee. I'm like coming out of my fucking skin right now.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Explained that in April of 26, there would be an alignment where this star, which is a blue star, of Regulus, appears on the horizon in front of the Sphinx, and it would be red.
And you know what? This is right.
That's what she
I've
said.
actually spoken to astronomers. This is the phenomenal thing about this.
Yeah, and she said it'll be red. And when that happens, it would mark a shift into a new knowledge, not an apocalypse. That's what she told me. It doesn't mean Jesus is coming back. There's a new knowledge that's coming. What is that? Is it under the pyramids they've discovered something? Is it the Hall of Records? Is it disclosure?
Yeah.
So we all remember this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jolie, go ahead and start queuing up the next one. So have you guys heard that they think they found the body of Jesus?
What?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's
Well,
popping
that
up
would just-
more and more
Yeah.
virally, if that's a word.
Yeah. Well, we got to see this virally.
Yeah.
It's getting
Virally.
viralized.
It's virally going around. It's a new word. Using up new words, you know what I mean?
Got to see this. Yeah, pop that up. I need to see this.
Okay,
Yeah.
you ready
So
for this now?
I came
Okay.
across my feed a couple of days ago, and then I kind of went down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and I found that this is kind of one that kind of explains it a little bit. So if you want to go ahead and cue that up. So weird.
Should be
And
good.
just catch where they say they found his body.
The Great Pyramids keep getting crazier and crazier. Ancient Egypt bombshell as Jesus Christ's body found in hidden chamber, claims expert. British anthropologist Dr. Paul Warner claims to have found the body of Jesus Christ and the Ark of the Covenant in a hidden double cave under the Great Pyramid of Egypt. This isn't just some crazy claim that's online. This guy has actually been invited by Egyptian officials to work on multiple projects investigating the pyramids in Egypt. Warner claims to have used the scientific discipline of etymology to validate his hypothesis that Mount Sinai, the Mount of Israel, the Mount of Olives, Mount Zion, and the Quran's Mountain of Light were all one and the same mountain, the Great Pyramid of Egypt. He also claimed that Jesus delivered his Sermon on the Mount at the Great Pyramid. These claims are 100% false. The Bible proves it, history proves it, and even his ridiculous statements prove even more that the Bible is the truth. Paul Warner claims, look, here I found a new thing about Jesus. Well, Matthew 24:23 says, then if anyone says to you, look, here is the Christ, or there, do not believe it. The next time Jesus comes to the earth, every eye will see him, every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess that he is Lord. And as far as him saying he found the secret chamber with the tomb of Jesus and potentially the body of Jesus, Matthew 28:6 has the actual truth about where Jesus's body is. He is not here, he has risen, just as he said.
So there's other videos
Yeah.
out saying the same thing, and some are saying in between the Pauls of the Sphinx is where he's actually buried, which I thought was
Yeah.
pretty interesting because of Bledsoe, you know?
Yeah. I think that's. I mean,
I
how
think
do
it's
they-
false.
How do
I
they
think
know?
it's false.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
false.
I mean,
But it's kind of interesting, like right around the same time, we're like now confessing that we might have found the body of Christ, you know? I don't think we have, you know what I mean? But
No.
just why did someone release that? Is there something else that we are not being told that's actually being found? And they're just going to like, hey, you know, look over there, you know?
It's a weird time, man.
It's a weird time.
Hey, we say it every episode. It's a weird time.
It's a weird time. That's another time.
Yeah. It is so odd, man. So odd right now. Gosh.
I need to step away for a second.
I know that feeling of too much caffeine.
Yeah, me too. I had that a little earlier, actually.
You did?
Yeah. Drinking water is good.
Dilutes it a little bit.
Yeah, and doing a little bit of exercise, light exercise.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't pass out or something.
You hear a big bang.
I still can't. Yeah, I still can't believe I drank that.
You're right there.
You okay?
No, I mean, on top of me taking too much caffeine, it's freaking freezing in this place.
Oh, yeah, that makes you jiggly too.
Yeah. I'm like, am I having a panic attack? I'm like literally, I'm like shaking.
Sweating?
Like, no, not sweating. Just freaking out over here.
Do some jumping jacks.
Yeah. Since I stopped, I took a break from caffeine, then it came back. Hi, Toonie.
Yep, I know what you mean. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like it hits you double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
I started doing half calf again, and even the half calf for me because I hadn't been drinking caffeine much.
Half calf.
And I love the taste of coffee.
Me too. That's what the smell of coffee, the taste of it. I love it.
I like the way it feels on my skin.
Yeah. I take a bath in it.
Wait, hold on. What's that show where people like do like weird? They like eat mattresses and stuff.
Yeah, what is that show?
Oh, yeah. It's
well, they had this
My Strange Addiction.
Yeah. They
My
had this
Strange
one where
Addiction.
this lady was putting her pee on her her skin, and it was like a couple, and they were just like drenching themselves in their own urine every day.
No, how about the coffee enema?
I love it the way coffee.
That's a real thing, though. That's a real thing. I've heard of coffee enemas, but I don't know about being addicted to it. And you can scrub your skin with coffee grounds, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
But it's not what I meant.
Coffee enema is not good for you, though.
Yeah, I'm not trying that either. I mean, I tried the coffee thing. I was like, this just feels like dirt on my face.
Just
good.
Yeah. Just eat a mattress.
In the mouth is fine. You don't need to put it anywhere else.
Well, I was thinking about, that's how I was going That's how I was thinking about getting a new mattress. I was going to eat one and then poop a new one out. So
yeah. You know what pisses me off, dude, about that show is that people be like, I've been eating mattresses for 15 years. And they go to the doctor and they're like, you really should stop because something bad might happen. I'm like, well, hold on. You get people like left and right dying all over the place from cancer and this shit, and that's.
But
this guy's eating a mattress
for 15 years and you're just catching on now.
We never get the news of like, dude, you're gonna die tomorrow. Like that makes me so mad. I've been eating nails for 20 years. Not once has it punctured my intestines or anything.
Yeah, never once.
Like, God, it's so annoying. Like nothing bad happens to these people for being stupid.
It's like
being stupid.
That's it. You get to live longer. I have high blood pressure. I've been dealing with it forever. And it's literally from stress and stress alone. I mean, I've been the similar weight my whole life. And there's been times where it's gone low. And when did it go low? When I was playing golf 3 times a week. You know what I mean? Money was coming in. As soon as money gets bad, my blood pressure goes up. I'm just like,
maybe if you start eating mattresses, it'll keep it down.
Yeah,
it's obviously good for you. It may make
or just become homeless. You know what I mean? Because no bills, no worries. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah, no bills.
Come get me. I'm out here in the streets.
I gotta say, sometimes I envy that.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. Get out.
Have you guys heard about this Greg Phillips guy that's part of FEMA?
No, I have not.
If you can cue up the next one, talking about being homeless and just or health and stuff like that, and the time travel. This is very interesting. He's one of the upper officials of FEMA, and he came out and said something on an interview, and it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Whenever you have a chance, cue it up.
Yep.
This one's a little long, so I might cut up some of it out, but maybe I'll leave it all in.
Yeah, that's good. All right, here we go.
Tonight, an update to an exclusive K-File report you saw first here on Out Front. New fallout over a top FEMA official's claim that he was teleported to a Waffle House. Yes, Waffle House, miles away. Democratic lawmakers have been raising concerns about those comments and about the FEMA official himself, Greg Phillips, after CNN's K-File reporting revealed, among other concerning comments, this claim Phillips made on a podcast last year.
We had a teleport incident, 2 of them, which transported me about 40 miles from where I was in near Albany, Georgia, to the ditch of a church. I ended up at a Waffle House like 50 miles away from where I was. It was an incredibly frightening moment to experience yourself in your car flying through the air. It was possible. It was real.
K-Files' Andrew Kaczynski broke the story. He's with us now. Andrew, what exactly is Phillips saying now, and how is he explaining these claims?
Brianna, Phillips is doubling down on his teleportation claims in a series of new social media posts.
This is real TV.
Week. Phillips, who oversees government's disaster response, is defending those remarks, saying they were part of a religious experience and citing examples in the Bible, while also accusing critics of taking them out of context. Haters gonna hate. That's what Phillips wrote in one of a handful of comments over the past month.
He's gonna hate.
Not away from his claims, but defending them and doubling down. All of those coming in the days following CNN's reporting. On Truth Social, Phillips defended himself by writing in one post, "I have no regrets for my words, nor my faith in my Savior Jesus Christ. The Bible has many examples of the power of God." In that same thread, he then shared a passage from the book of Acts, describing the Apostle Philip being, quote, snatched away by the Holy Spirit and appearing miles away. And when another user asked him directly if he had experienced something like that himself, Phillips responded yes, adding, quote, "The Bible calls it transported or translated." That post has been deleted since our reporting. Now, we asked FEMA and Phillips which part was taken out of context, but we have yet to hear back. But Phillips did post a lengthy response to our story on Truth Social on Wednesday, writing that the podcast occurred while undergoing cancer treatment and, quote, "The podcast at the center of this controversy was part of chronicling that journey. And during that journey, things happened that I can't explain." This all comes after Phillips failed to appear at a House Homeland Security meeting last week, where he had been scheduled to testify on the impact of the partial shutdown on DHS. That is the agency that oversees FEMA. Now, neither Phillips nor FEMA responded to CNN's question about why he didn't appear, but again, it occurred several days after CNN's reporting. Multiple Democratic lawmakers at that hearing saying that Phillips' past comments made him unfit to lead the Office of Response and Recovery, which sources have told us is one of the most consequential roles at the agency, pointing not only to his claims about teleportation, but his past violent rhetoric about former President Biden and inflammatory comments about migrants. Brianna?
Wow.
Welcome to Idiocracy.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Yeah, I was sitting on my toilet and I just got sucked into the toilet, into a drain.
Flying through space that fast. It was very scary.
Yeah. I ended up at a Toys R Us parking lot. It was weird.
Time travel, teleportation.
That's insane.
This is the world we're living in. This is mainstream media.
What the hell? What the hell?
Have you heard about the time traveler that tried to kill Trump this past week? And was it this weekend or Monday?
He says he was a time traveler?
Oh, they're trying to say he's a time traveler. Yeah.
What? What is
going go ahead and
there
cue up the next...
I do have to admit there are some. I've heard some weird stuff.
There's
about
some
this
weird
whole thing.
stuff. I got a second video after that. That's
stuff.
it's kind of weird shit. Weird shit.
Yeah.
If you can cue up the next one, I just want to say, like, if you're a listener right now and I'm banging through this stuff, it's because I've been thinking about it all week and I wanted to get it out and didn't send it to these guys at all because I didn't want to hear any of their stuff before we got on. I wanted this to be raw and fresh. So, and then I have a big surprise at the end of this episode.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, big surprise.
Okay.
So the White
Here we go.
House Correspondents' Dinner has just been shot up, if you guys haven't heard by now. And right off the bat, it gets really, really weird. Now, this is the suspect, Cole Allen, who is a teacher for a college preparatory. But if you look into his background, it gets interesting. Like, for one, he gains a mechanical engineering degree from Caltech. Then he gets his master's from Dominguez Hills in computer science. But can anybody tell me why? He was an intern back in 2014 at NASA at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which is the same place where some of those missing scientists worked at. But it gets even weirder, you guys. So this account on X by the name of Henry Martinez tweeted his name back in 2023. And how is it that it has the same name, Henry Martinez, in this published paper by NASA? But get this NASA document that was published testing Orion's fairing separation system was actually published a month after Cole started interning there. What? Now, a lot of people were questioning a ton of things like, was this real? Was this fake? Makes you wonder because CNN posted this 3 days ago. This is a real article. It says, how would an assassination attempt be staged? I mean, at this point, you guys, we have to question everything because how is this possible? This account that predicted this guy's name actually dressed up as Trump at the dinner, like verbatim. So either A, we have a time traveler on our hands, or something else is afoot that we may not know yet. Okay, it's super late. I'm getting some rest. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this because there's a whole lot more that I found. So stay tuned.
Yeah, there's a ton of weird stuff.
Yeah,
like this, with like the Oklahoma City bombings, Reagan assassination attempt. This is just another thing that's like that.
Reagan was almost assassinated in the same building before too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, it's insane. It's so
insane.
weird that this has happened before. Like these weird coincidences happen with these attempts, and it's so odd. Yeah, there's another video that I saw. People are pointing out that I guess there's some security cam footage of the dude running, right? And he's got a sign, and then all of a sudden
and the paper disappears.
Goes in his face. Yeah, and it goes in, and it just disappears. Like what?
They already admitted it's AI enhanced.
Yeah, well, the security was like so lax. Heard from so many accounts, talking about how it was just like why, phone calls cut off that night of people like saying it's just
what about the woman
it's so
with
weird.
The wine bottles.
People stealing the wine.
This
bottles.
Woman in like a
I
think
saw
she had
that
a fur
too.
coat on. She stole 2 wine bottles.
Yeah,
and left. Yeah. The hell is that?
What the hell?
Rich white trash. You know what I mean?
What the hell? Exactly.
So.
Yeah, it's so weird, man. There's so much weird stuff like that.
Well, the next video, and this will be the last video I have. If you can cue that up, this one, it just gets a little bit more weird.
Oh boy, how much weirder can it get?
Okay.
Wait and see. And I mind you, I have something to say afterwards about JD Vance.
Okay.
He says a time traveler predicted the latest attempt to assassinate Donald Trump. Stay with me here. This X account has only one post from 2023.
I hope this is the right one.
Cole Allen. It now has over 50 million views. Over the weekend, a man named Cole Thomas Allen was arrested after rushing past a security checkpoint at the hotel hosting the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner. Shots were fired.
And how did he get all those shots off?
This cover photo right up here
is from a website called Time Machine, but it gets even weirder.
So is all this just a coincidence or something more? We found evidence pointing to the real answer. Let's start with this header image. The theory says this image secretly shows Trump after the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. That assassination attempt happened a year after this account was created, and many are saying this is evidence that this account predicted the future. But with reverse image search, we find that this image has appeared all over the web for years. It was posted on Unsplash, a website for free images in 2021, and we find this username, Distinct Mind. Turns out he's a Canadian artist named Jean-Louis Rebello. We call him, and he says this image has nothing to do with Trump. How did you make this art?
I made it using pixel sorting, so I just applied some random effects to it, just tweaking the settings until I thought it looked good.
What was your thought when you saw this being spun out in this narrative?
My intention was just to create cool art. Everyone has a different perspective. This one lady, she flipped my image upside down and she found Jesus.
So then I think I don't know if the last video is... No, that one's all points to Israel. That's not it. There's another one. that is out there saying that J.D. Vance's wife and this kid went to school together, and they were in the same class together, and they're affiliated.
The Cole and
Yeah, I don't know. Is there another one that could be
Erica?
queued up? No, not Erica.
No, that was the
J.D.
last one.
Vance's wife.
Oh, J.D. Vance's wife. Sorry. I'm thinking of-
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
Let me see.
weird.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the chances? You know, like
it's kind of weird, dude, because there's a lot more coincidences, like the Erica Kirk thing, and all the people that were involved, and who was like, who knew who, and who she used to date, and why was he there, and like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I have to find that video and just share it to you guys. But it's saying that they went to the same school together, and they were actually, there's footage of him and her in a TV interview, like a local TV interview about like, oh, you know, what they're doing with science and stuff like that. And it's just coincidental because they grabbed J.D. Vance like that. And then they ran over. It's like, hey, Trump, there's something going on. And Trump's like clueless through the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But they rushed him off as if they knew, like, hey, they're going for the big guy. Just get J.D. Vance out of here. I'm just saying.
Well, and
by the way, I'm not suicidal at all, by the way. Just like you know.
There was actually somebody was talking. If I wish I could find the actual news piece. At the table, I forget who it was that was talking, but they said something about, hey, somebody's going to take a shot or something along those lines prior to it all happening or something. And the thing is, if they're going to pull something like this off, I would imagine that the least amount of people would know, you know what I mean, to get like an actual genuine reaction, you know? So I'm not saying, you know, his wife knew or the House Speaker knew, you know what I mean? None of those people knew exactly, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird, man. And again, this isn't the first time this is.
Well, here, I just found it. I just found the video. And at the same time, I knocked my camera completely out of the center. There we go.
Out of whack.
Out of whack over here. I'm sending it right now. This got me. And I'm just like, it's just so coincidental how all these people can just get in these rooms with these people that are supposed to be secure.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
So weird.
BS. It's the BS, my friend. It's the BS.
I'm going to pull it up.
Isn't like this is bullshit or something in sign language or some shit like that? I cursed like 900 times just then. I apologize if you're listening.
Oh my god.
Okay, here we go.
Is this serious?
Here we go.
Paul Allen and Usha Vance, J.D. Vance's wife, were actually in a video in a competition together in 2017, and it was in the news. What is happening? Look at this video. You're going to see both in there. This is at this tech conference where they're trying to get funding. Just look.
College student Cole Allen developed a prototype for a wheelchair emergency brake.
And there he is.
The wheelchair brakes tend to lock the wheels, but don't actually lock the chair to the ground. The idea with this
is interesting.
Is to prevent it from moving at all.
Recent
This seems
Aging
nice.
the Future conference held by St. Barnabas Senior Services and the Eisner
You'll
Foundation
see Usha.
offered a test run on products that have the potential to enrich the lives of seniors.
There she is.
14 different
I don't see her
tech
there,
startups
but-
Y'all see her? How much of a coincidence is this? Is it just me, or does it seem like we're living in a clown world and they're all laughing in our faces allegedly? Or is this just one big coincidence and we should all shut up? Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird as shit, dude.
That's really weird, dude.
That's weird. I mean, you've heard of the term crisis actor, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're all over it.
Be careful.
What?
Yeah. Be very careful.
Because
Alex Jones just lost his entire life because of that.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Oh no, I'm not going to talk about that. No, I'm not going to talk about that. No, there was actually I don't know if you saw, there was a whole thing of this like grandma delivering food to the White House. She was like a DoorDash or something, like it's like a grandma DoorDash or whatever type thing. So there was this whole thing where she delivered McDonald's to the White House or whatever, and Trump interviews her and this and that. it was played off as if it was a legit thing. It was real, right? That she's actually a real woman that does DoorDash, which is complete bullshit. She's an actress, right? And she's acting the part of that, and they tried to pass it off as real.
Wow.
It's just, dude, there's so much weird stuff. And the thing is, people believe this stuff because they can't imagine that this weird shit is actually going on. It doesn't even like fit in their worldview.
It doesn't even come across their radar at all.
No.
It's like weirdos like us that are watching all this stuff, like in that algorithm. Like it's almost like you know too much, and then like when people are telling you, I'm just sit back and I'm like,
yeah,
that's interesting. I've never.
Yeah,
that's cool.
What was that?
Yeah,
Jolie, what was that one thing that you showed me the other day about the guy smoking the cigarette? He was talking about once you know.
Yeah, he was saying you can't just go back to normal.
Did she send you that?
I think I sent you guys that.
Did you send that?
Did you send that?
Oh, yeah, Instagram.
Yeah, you sent that.
That was. I mean, that's complete truth, dude.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot look at life the same again ever.
Yeah.
Like everything's like, what are they trying to do? Like,
there's one thing I've always said. You can't take away someone's knowledge, right? You can take away their livelihood. You can take away how they get paid. You can take away, but knowledge is one thing no one can take away. So it's the most precious thing in the world. So you could get a job and you learn a few things. Well, guess what? You just gain knowledge, so you're worth more. But same thing goes down this whole pipeline of conspiracy. Like once you start learning stuff, you're like, I can't. I wish I didn't learn any of this at all.
Can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it. And so like you can't even like, it's difficult to even have a conversation with somebody that doesn't know this stuff. You know what I mean? Because you can't like, you can't just pretend and play along as if it's like something that's not legit and they're talking as legit. And you're like, I can't be like, it's like it's impossible now.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I almost envy the naivety a little bit.
Well, it's like Cypher in the Matrix. He's eating that steak. He's like, ignorance is bliss.
Man.
I don't want to know that we're in the Matrix. I want to forget all this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all right, so that's all I got. That's all I got today. I wanted to make this one nice and short and sweet. You guys got anything?
That was good.
Well, you had one more there.
I
had one more.
I mean, you could. I don't like it.
Okay, we'll skip it. Okay, we'll skip it.
Hey, so I was watching that Area 52 podcast. Right, and he was interviewing this one alien abductee guy, this supposed abduction account, right? And they mentioned this thing that I never heard of called screen memories. You know what a screen memory is?
No. Come here.
So basically, a screen memory is a false implanted memory of an abduction event.
Oh,
really?
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
yes,
look at that! What's his name?
Petunia.
Toonie. So cute.
Okay, I'll put you down. She's been like bouncing at my leg for a minute.
So
go ahead. Screen. What was it? Screen
memory.
Okay.
Right. So basically, it's when somebody gets abducted and their memory is replaced with another event, so they don't remember the actual abduction.
Okay.
Right. So they'll replace them with like owls or just memories that you have in your head that you're like, wait, that's weird. It doesn't make sense that I would have that memory. Why do I have that memory? Right. So it got me thinking. I've had this memory in my head since I was a little kid. I've had it since I was in kindergarten. Okay. Right. This memory has not left my head and I can't explain what it is or why. It makes no sense. Right.
Okay.
So when I was in kindergarten, my kindergarten classroom was in a portable. Okay. At my elementary school. I was 5. And the portable was like a double wide. Right. So half of the portable was cut in half by like this giant, like accordion curtain. Right. Or a door. I don't remember, but I know that it was cut in half. So during recess, I'm assuming it was recess because there was nobody in the portable. There was no one in the classrooms. So all the kids were outside playing or whatever. So I have this memory of me going inside the other portable, not my classroom, but the other side of the portable.
Okay.
Right. And in there, I'm cornered by 3 teenage girls. Okay. They were older. They were definitely older. I don't know, teacher's aides, I don't know what, right?
Okay.
But I have this memory of them cornering me in a corner, and I was terrified. And one of the girls pulls out a syringe.
No.
And she tries to hit me with a syringe. Yes. That memory has not left my head since I'm 49. But I remember that so
creepy.
clearly, and it makes no sense to me what that is.
So you think that's what happened?
I don't know.
Like, I have a screen memory?
I think that's maybe what it was. I'd never heard of a screen memory before. I don't know, but it's one of those memories that just makes no sense, that has stuck with me my whole life.
Creepy.
Like, why was I so terrified? And I even remember the looks on the girls' faces. Like, they were like devious. Like, they had this face like, huh?
It's burnt into your memory.
It is. And it's almost as if like, we're going to get you, that type of thing. That type of emotion was...
They were time travelers, dude.
I don't know, man. But it's so weird that I have like, why a syringe? Why were they coming at me with a syringe? Why would these girls have a syringe?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any like odd memories that you can't like, you're like, wait, why do I have that memory?
Not off the top of my head.
Think about it.
Yeah, not off the top of my head. I will think about it for the next podcast.
It's so weird, man. I don't know why I have that.
I'm never having coffee again before an episode. I'm like bugging out. So here's the big surprise.
Okay.
I've created a time machine, and we're going to do some time travel next month. So.
All right.
Okay. So that's it. That's the big surprise.
Okay.
There he is.
Okay.
But I think we need to cut this one now. It's at a good time. Also, I'm bugging the frick out, so I just want to get out for this thing and like go jump and get a cold shower. Thank you if you've been listening. Please like, subscribe. You know the drill. Follow us on Instagram. If you have anything you want to talk about, hit us up on Instagram, and that's anchors_and_eagles, I believe. You can hit us up there. I'm Adam Facenda.
I'm Geronimo Gomez.
And I'm Jolie Lindholm.
And together, we're Anchors and Eagles. Till next time, guys.
Diddly, diddly, diddly.